New Zealanders with a wanderlust are celebrating the early adoption of more generous rules for travel to the UK.
It means people in their early 30s can now do a British OE and stay longer. Adam Hollingworth reports.
The OE to the UK, it's been a rite of passage for Kiwis since the 1950s. But the 2020s and the pandemic succeeded in pulling up the drawbridge temporarily.
And sort of get into your career and then it's sort of like, oh shit, you know, it's a whole lot of time's just passed. But yeah, I think definitely it's on the cards, yeah.
A deal struck between these two former PMs, remember them, was meant to kick in next year.
We'll look to create as much urgency around implementation as we can.
Whatever got said since, that date has now been brought forward.
All of my friends are currently over there at the moment, so got a bit of FOMO.
Now it's full steam ahead, with Kiwis right up to the ripe old age of 35 able to take advantage.
35 sort of, I think, gives you a bit more flexibility to potentially like think it out a bit more, sort of plan a bit more where you're going and sort of be a bit more established in maybe like your career and what you're doing.
And you used to get just 2 years, now it's 3.
A lot of employers look at you differently because you only stay for 2 years. So having that extra year might make it a bit easier to find a job over there, which would definitely be really helpful.
I made myself a coffee because I only read the news about 5 minutes ago.
It's a reprieve for Miro Gibson and Victoria Carson, currently living it up in Manchester.
We moved over last year, and for us it's meant that we now have the option to stay a bit longer and work, earn some money, travel Europe.
It'll give us a flexibility of, say, being able to move sort of halfway through the visa period and still have a significant period of time in a couple of different places.
And it cuts both ways. The Prime Minister happy to focus on the talent coming down under, now able to work for 3 years instead of 1.
This is a win-win for both of our countries. It's a great opportunity for Kiwis who want to get some OE experience, but also a great opportunity for young people from the UK to come here and enjoy all of what New Zealand has to offer and contribute to our workforce in the meantime.
The number of Brits heading our way is expected to swell. New Zealand's lifting the cap for the UK Working Holiday Scheme to 15,000 a year. Adam Hollingworth, News Hub.